Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kay, and here on my channel I share everything nails at you. In today's video, we're doing a 4-week hard gel fill. This client, I touched on all our problem areas in the previous video, so if you have not checked that video out, I will have it linked in the description bar. So previously we talked about how her sidewalls were overfilled. Well, I figured out why her sidewalls were overfilled. She is filing the side of her nail once she grows out, maybe 3 weeks out. She finds that her nails is curving away from the product and is snagging in her hair. So she goes in with a nail file to file the nail. So that's why she had so much, damage along with what she had previously from wherever she was going. So after watching and editing this video, I am now going to file her natural nails from underneath, not just the free edge, but the sides as well. And then I'll go ahead and top coat. If she's going to wear them this length, I would need to do so that way her nail is not separating from the product. I did go ahead and pick up Accent's prescription base, which is good for her nails. They're weak, they're thin, and they're overfilled, and we're trying to get them to a healthy stage. So using the prescription base on her will be beneficial. I did start using the base on a few of my other clients. What I'm doing is making notation of who I'm using what on, because I did pick up their Super Bond as well. So for clients that I don't have much problems with, I'm using their Super Bond, and the clients who have more brittle, thin nails, I am using the prescription base on them. So I just go in under my square, under where notes are. I just go ahead and put that I'm using Accents Clear Trinity and whatever base coat that I'm using on them, just to help me keep note of what I'm using on each client. And I am introducing them to a new system as well. So I want to keep note, so if they're having any allergic reaction, I will know what I used last, what I used before. And so I don't know if you guys could see on her pinky finger, her nail curve inwards when it grows out. So that's where she's getting most of her separation from. And that's how her pointer and her thumb are. The middle finger and her ring finger, they're a little bit wider, so she files them inward to make them look slimmer and match everybody else. Yes. So I figured it out. I was like, what's going on here? And she told me she filed it. I was a bit surprised, but not so much, because I keep on wondering, like, why is the same nails that I'm repairing coming back overfiled? Because I know it's not me. But the more her nails grow out, is the more I'm seeing where her I would say my pickers problems lie. But in her case, is her filing. She is filing her sidewalls away. So if she comes back and she files them away again, I'm gonna cut them down. I can't keep on repairing the nails and she's coming back, with more problems. And yeah, no. So we're gonna figure it out together. And I told her that we're gonna figure it out together, but she should leave her nails alone. So let's see how she does when she comes back in. And if she did well, I'll just go ahead and file up her natural nails from the sides as well as the free edge, and go ahead and cap them if we're gonna keep them this length. Now, if we're not gonna keep them this length, and we're gonna cut them down a little bit shorter, then I won't have to do so much work, right? So I'll keep you guys posted on how she's doing. I will be recording her next set. So let's see. But I'll go ahead and let you guys finish watching this portion of the video, and I'll be back once we get to the application. So here I went in with a slip layer. You could do it this way, or you could just go in and armor the sides and then go over the entire nail with a slip layer and then your bead to do your rebalance. Um, so yeah, creature of habit. I'm used to creating the slip layer, so I just went ahead and do it. But before you go in with that slip layer, you could absolutely do the armoring flash cure and then go in with your bead over the entire nail. And I did this for all 10 fingers. And when you're doing armoring, it's the application is not going to always look perfect, right? You could go in and file before you do your restructuring bead or your rebalance bead, but you don't have to. You could just finish it up all at the end. It's still gonna look nice and flawless and neat. I just find that it takes more time out of your application and your whole service. So you could perfect your shape and your foundation at the end, and they'll still come out flawless and neat. So don't waste the time, fixating on a perfect application, especially when you have clients like this that you're working with. And guys, excuse my voice. The weather here has been really crazy lately, and it has my allergies all over the place. But I need to figure it out like now because I have a really busy week ahead. But I'll go ahead and let you guys watch this portion of the video. And if you have made it this far in this video, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. To my subscribers, thank you guys so much for your constant support. I love you guys. And if you are just a viewer, consider subscribing. And don't forget to like this video, hype it up if you may, and comment. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Ask me any questions you would want to know. You could even DM me. I'm always open to responding to you guys. DM, messages, comments, you name it. So now I'm going in with my fine carbide bit to file the entire surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth and the cuticle area is nice and flush as well. And I like to rub my thumb over the entire nail just to make sure I don't have any lumps and bumps, or if I have any scratches, I'll be able to feel it before going in with my 240 grit sanding band. And I like to also pinch the sidewall just to give me a little bit more access going around the sidewalls and the cuticle, and make sure I am not touching the skin with the bit. This bit is a 5-in-1, so it is also a safety bit. So you should feel comfortable using this bit. If you are creating rings of fire using this bit, is because you're applying too much pressure. So very light hand motions whenever you're finished filing, and make sure you're not piercing into the cuticle area once you go up to that cuticle to seal it in. For the middle finger, I'm just making sure everything is nice and tapered, and so she won't feel an urge to go ahead and file the nail in to make it look a little bit slimmer. So yeah, I'm just going over it to make sure all my T's are crossed, and then I'll go straight in with my 240 grit sanding band For the design, we're going in with red Frenchie and some tortoise design. This set was for her grandma's anniversary of her death, and she usually wear red around that time. So that's what we went for. So here I'm going in to take up her natural nail from the free edge. Once she comes back in, I will be making sure I am taking up her natural nails from the sides as well. And the next thing with armoring that I noticed, whenever you're armoring, you will sometimes have a little bit of spillage underneath wherever you create that um, ledge at. So you want to go in with your 100, 180 grit nail file just to make sure you don't have any ragged edges to cause like snagging of the on the hair, and that could also lead to cracking and the product separating from the sides and the free edge of the nail. Just a little pointer there. So now I'm going in with my 240 2448. I want to say this is Have Mercy by DC. I just picked up some more shades. I have been using them nonstop. I need to stop going to the nail supply and adding on more products that I don't need, but I also need to go through my polishes. So in due time, though, in due time. So I'm going in with one thin shade of this, and then we'll go straight in with the French, and then we'll go in with the tortoise design. If you've made it this far in this video, thank you for hanging with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and hype up this video. And if you are new here, welcome to my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Love, love, love you guys. For the Frenchie, I am going in with my Jello Jello color. I am absolutely reordering this collection. Yes, I am. I love the consistency of the polishes. They cure so well. They hold up really nice. And for the with these polishes, if you were doing say a chrome design, you could go over the color with your chrome. You don't need a no wipe top coat. You just cure it and go over with your chrome and you're good to go. So yeah, I will be reordering this collection, and I'm also thinking about looking into PLA. So stay tuned. I will be sharing that with you guys. And again, thank you guys for being here. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and find it helpful. And if you do, let's chat in the comment section. And until my next one, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.